Hi there, I'm Vaughan Huddleston and I would like to welcome you to a series of presentations I have produced for Prince Alfred College on elementary algebra. The aim of these presentations is to introduce you to the basic concepts and develop these so that you can master algebra to about the end of Year 10 level. What do you know, or what have you heard about algebra? Well, I asked a group of keen students about what they knew about algebra and what they thought it was all about. And they came up with the following. Let's write it in this circle here. Some thought it was about solving puzzles. Others thought it was about X. Others thought it was about finding the unknown. All interesting perspectives here, and some thought it was about solving equations. And of course, algebra is really about all of those things. And so I thought we might start with, because puzzles are fun, with the idea of algebra being something to do about solving puzzles. So I've got a puzzle for you here now, and I'm going to write it down. So I think of a number, some mystery or puzzle number here, and of course the puzzle is for you to work out what that number is after I tell you this story. I think of a number, I'm going to double it. It's rather like a quiz thing here. I double the number. I'm going to then add 5, so I'm writing all this down so you can see the puzzle emerging now, and I'm going to tell you after all that, after I've done that to the number, the answer is, and here it is for you to work out now, the answer is 17. Well, there's a puzzle, and you can see it's a mathematical puzzle because it's got numbers in it, mate. But what could we do here? How can we actually use mathematics to solve this puzzle? So the first thing we're going to do is to say, well, let's try to see what we can understand by all these steps here. So we'll go back up, and one of the other dudes said it's about X, or about the unknown. What's the unknown here? Well, the unknown is this number I thought of. I think of a number. So let's start off by saying let the original number, abbreviated to that, be X. So we're going to let this letter X stand for the number, and then we're going to try to work out what's happening here, and that's where algebra is going to help us. So let's say I think of a number, so I've got that as X, I double it. In maths land, what's doubling mean? It means I'm multiplying by 2. So it'll be 2 times X, I've doubled it. Then I'll do this step, I'm going to add 5, and the answer is, I'll use equal for. The answer is, in Mathland, the answer is 17. So, wow, isn't that a very, very nice way of summarising all this information up here? And what have I written? I've written a mathematical sentence to summarise that, a mathematical sentence. Well, much neater than all those words, and here it is. There's our mathematical sentence. That looks good. So, what can we do with our mathematical sentence? And I think algebra is just being born before our very eyes here. Because let's see what's happened here. I doubled the number and then I added 5 and the answer was 17. Well, let's backtrack. Let's say, well, what was the answer to our calculation just before I added 5? Well, let's take a 5 away. So that was when the number was simply doubled. And what would it have been? Well, take away 5 from 17. The answer at that stage of the process should have been 12. So the result of doubling X was 12. So let's now divide by 2, undouble X if you like, because we want to get back to X. Instead of double X, we just want X. So dividing by 2, 12 divided by 2 is 6. That's interesting. This idea of creating a mathematical sentence, and this is where algebra land really starts, creating this mathematical sentence has enabled us to solve this puzzle. So it's a very nice way of going about it. Let's check our answer though, because we want to make sure that x equals 6, or we really should finish off, shouldn't we? We should say our conclusion is the number was 6. We've introduced our algebra method here and our mathematical sentences to solve the puzzle. But the person asking what was the number don't want to hear about x. That was our mathematical tool, our algebra tool for solving it. We really should give them the answer to their question, what was the number? Okay, so hang on. Hadn't we better check that now? So let's take 6 and stick it in place of x here. If x was 6, would it work? Here we are. 2 times 6, yes, that would give 12. Plus 5, oh yes, it works, give 17. So we can go back and just check that our answer is correct. So what do you think? Were those dudes, those young students who said all this, correct about algebra? I think they were. We've just solved a puzzle. What did we use? We used x to stand for the unknown. And we used a mathematical sentence, and guess what? Later on, we're going to call a mathematical sentence summarising things done to numbers as an equation. So all of those students were rather smart, weren't they? They all did or suggested good things about what algebra was about. Now, I hope you're getting excited about being able to solve puzzles by introducing x, or you could use n for a number. It doesn't have to be the letter x to stand for that missing or unknown number. What I'd like you to do now is you might like to pause the presentation and work back through it, but guess what I've got for you? Oh, your own puzzles. Here you are, all number puzzles, and got the answers down the bottom, but I don't want you to look down there too much yet, because the challenge for you is to say, wow, I think I can use algebra and create mathematical sentences to actually work out quite interesting number puzzles here. Mathematical sentences are our tool. You know, there are a few other ways of working out the answer to these 4 puzzles. But I want you to try and use mathematical sentences and then backtrack and have a look at undoing that mathematical sentence to find the missing number or to solve the puzzle. Okay, so we're underway. I hope you enjoy having a go at these, and in the next presentation I'm going to go through them with mathematical sentences so that you can see how well you went in these little puzzles. So until then, it's cheers from me. See you in the next presentation.